Hi, this is Thomas from MarsMoonSpace.com. I was looking at a Facebook group called Exopolitics Group there. And there was a member in there called Matteo Lanneo. I hope I said his name right. Matteo Lanneo. He's an Italian researcher, and he does from time to time come with some really good postings and research. And one of the things he posted in Exopolitics Group was this one up here, as I dubbed the Egypt Area 51. I'm not saying that this is a government base or anything. I was just giving it a name. When my first thoughts when I saw these buildings that Matteo posted was some kind of similar to Area 51. And why do you automatically think of Area 51? To be honest, I have no explanation for that. But these look odd. It doesn't look like a normal housing complex. It doesn't look like anything we've seen before. What I'm looking at, is this some structure buried underground, and are we only looking at the top of it, or is this something else that we don't know about? But what I also noticed was this looks like concrete buildings. It looks like solid concrete. It looks like a little bit like a huge bunker facility, underground facility, and that would have taken an enormous amount of concrete to do that. But what I'm noticing here is this dirt track, and this dirt track goes to the highway over here. This is a 1, 2, 3 lane, 4 lane highway, and the only exit and way to enter the area is through this little dirt track here, coming over here and going to the highway here. Have you ever seen an exit from a highway going directly into a dirt track? There's something mysterious about this one. These are some great buildings. Let's see if we can tilt it a little bit. We can have a different look here from a different angle. Do like this. We have it all here. These are odd looking constructions, really odd looking constructions. If you have any idea what we are looking at here, please give me your thoughts on it. But this is not the only one, because when I saw these buildings, I know from my own Mars research, when I'm looking at Google Earth, the Mars version, and see something people have posted, I look at the surrounding areas around it. This one that Matteo posted here, all credits to Matteo for that. I'm gonna put up the video to the 2 videos I found of his in the article on MarsMoonSpace.com also. But I was looking at the area around here, and I have something that I have dubbed the Egyptian construction in the desert. And what are we looking at here? We are looking at this from, you can see down here, 2.75 kilometers distance. You can see what looks like a normal building complex. And there's a big yard in the middle here, and this looks like it could be warehouses, supply houses. I don't know exactly what they are, what purpose they serve. But when we are looking at the area down here, what are we looking at? This is pure sand. This is not a field that you put seed and grow something to harvest or anything. To me, this looks like a construction that is not been covered with sand from the desert yet. This looks like something that has been built underground, and now the only thing they need to do here is to finish it, is to cover it all up with sand. And why do I say that? To cover with, fill sand up on top of these constructions. Let's take a little look around here in the area. Our road here, underground entrance, I'm not sure it is, but it just looks like there is some tracks and they're going down and ending just to that. But I want you to take a look at the surroundings. You have similar surroundings over here. with these lines, and it looks very, very artificial constructed. But you can see here, notice this one here, this is the same color sand and the surroundings covering some of this, that whatever it is that's buried here. And I think, and that's just my belief, that someone is building something huge out in the desert, and they are covering it up so you won't be able to see it from above. It would be funny to see in a year or two, when Google Earth comes with some new images, to see if you can see these constructions again next time. Look how they have been covering it up here, and maybe they just started to fill sand on top of it. I'm not sure about it. There are lots of other places where you see exactly the same. Let's take a little look around here. You can see the tracks from all the huge machinery that have been driving around. To do that, you need to have dozers, bulldozers. You need to have heavy machinery driving around here. And again, you see these constructions down here, and over here. I think that the whole area was looking like this, and this is where they already had put sand on top of it. You can see here also they are covering it all up with something material on top of it. You see the same over here. All they need is this little area, and they would be finished here, and you wouldn't be able to see anything from the air. And again over here, you can see here, there is even a little dirt track up for the machinery to come up with the sand and spread it over the area, so you will cover up what you can see from above. And here again, you see exactly the same. This looks like buildings. Looks like they have been building a huge underground facility, and they are trying to put sand on top of it to hide it from being seen from the air. But of course, I cannot state that this is what it is. I can only say what comes to my mind. You see the same here. You have these areas here, and you can see here they have put sand on top of it, and they just need a little bit to finish here to cover it all up. And you have the same over here. What are we looking at? I am asking you out there, give me your thoughts on it. Are we looking at a huge underground facility? And if this is an underground facility, then who is behind the construction? Is this a government project? You can see exactly the same here. You have all these lines here looking like something was built here. Who is behind this, and what is going on? And you can see here also, this one looks awesome. You can clearly see some shapes, angles down here that's not natural. That's something that is been built, constructed, and covered in sand. And you can see the same over here. They have been filling this whole area up with sand on top of what they built. But of course I didn't have the time to go through the whole area millimeter from millimeter, so what I am or would be looking for was machinery, because I would like to find some dozers, I would like to find some heavy machinery driving around with tons of sand. I would like to find some truck loaded with sand, and I can't find anything. So did this project just suddenly come to an end and was abandoned, or what happened? Or did Google Earth just take these pictures when there was a national day? Or in the weekend on Sunday, whatever. Look at these constructions. This is odd, really, really odd. And all is just laying almost up to this highway here. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes here. I'm not sure if this is a lane or yes. It looks like a 4-lane highway. And this dirt track here. Unless, of course, they are driving under the highway here. I'm not sure that could be a possibility also, but it looks like there is a hole here in what could have been a concrete fence where they could turn off the highway. You also have a ramp up here, exit ramp here, coming out to this dirt road also. There is a lot of odd and weird construction on this Google Earth. It kind of reminds me of the Chinese Area 51 that I also made a video on a few months ago. I will put that video in this article also on marsmoonspace.com. I want to say thanks to Matteo Lanneo for pointing this out, for giving up the coordinates. The credit for these great buildings here belongs to him. Thank you for that, Matteo. I hope many people will watch your videos and follow your work in the future also. Take a good look at it, guys. This is Egypt. Until we see again, take care. Bye.